Hello, everyone. We warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host, Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small ape.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Mr. Jaspal Singh, who is currently an educator, but previously he was an ex-IES officer. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, Vatika. I'm fine.
All right, sir. So before entering into the questions, tell us something about yourself and your professional role.
Vatika, myself Jaspal Singh. I've done my graduation from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh, in 2009. Then I prepared for my engineering services. I cleared engineering services in 2011. I was a All India rank 4 holder. For the 3 years in between, I worked for two companies. One was multinational, one was Indian company. So gained some practical or field knowledge there. Then after clearing engineering services, I worked there for approximately 4 months. Realized that there is a lack of intent, there is a lack of practical application, there is a lack of skill which we have in our engineering system. So in order to improve that, I switched my career to teaching. I wanted to inculcate those practical values, those skills in the today's generation engineers. So I switched into teaching. I'm teaching since last 10 years now. Earlier I was in offline platform, offline medium. From last 1 year approximately, I'm onto online medium, reaching up to lakhs of students daily. So trying to inculcate those values which are required in today's time in the engineering system.
Right, sir. So what made you pursue your career in education sector only?
As I told Vatika that when I was working, I worked in government sector also. I worked in MNCs also. I worked in Indian private sector also. What I found that though we have degrees with us, but the main thing which is required to work in the field is the skill, is the aptitude, is the basic knowledge of our engineering, and that was lacking. So I thought that individually I'll not be able to give this much to the society. So in order to create a workforce which is more skilled in today's time, would be more valuable in our society, so I tried to enter into this field. I tried to uh, give additional knowledge to the students, give additional practical values to the students, so that they can be more skillful, they can be more practical in their approach, they can be more valuable to the work which they are doing in the field.
Right, sir. So moving ahead, we know for a fact that starting anything has never been easy for anyone. So what all were the challenging situations that you had to go through initially?
Obviously, Vatika, to leave engineering services, and that too with the top rank, that too with the most preferred department that every aspirant wants, it was quite difficult for me. Faced lot of resistance from the family, from the society, from the friends, but as I have decided, no, I have to do something different from the traditional, from the conventional system. I want to bring that change in the mindset of the students, that yes, we can relate all the theoretical aspects with the practical aspects. I pursued it with that. I went with my dream. I went with my thought process, and presently I can see those changes which are being reflecting in the performance of the students in different fields also.
Right, sir. So, what are your future plans in the education sector?
My future plan is to reach up to the greater audience, as many as number of students which I can reach.
So, sir, since you are an educator, so put some light on the Indian education system, keeping with respect to the current scenarios.
See, Vatika, with respect to the present scenario, as I've discussed earlier also, we mainly focus on our degrees. We don't focus on the skills. We don't focus on the practical knowledge. We don't focus on the situations which we have to deal when we are actually working. So we lack in that. So no doubt we have a large number of workforce which are engineers, but the ground reality or the end result is that most of them are unemployed. The reason being is we lack skill there. So it is not the case that the jobs are decreasing or jobs are less for the engineers. It's sufficient. Yeah, it's on the lower side, but it's sufficient. The issue is we lack the basic skill to apply all our theoretical knowledge into the field. So that's the main issue which I find in our education system in today's time.
Right, sir. So, how do you assure quality and quantity at the same time, considering that GATE and ESC are one of the most difficult exams and have extremely vast syllabus?
See, Vatika, from the day one, I have paid emphasis on the quality. That quality should be top notch. There should be no compromise with the quality. Earlier, since I was in the offline platform, the reach was very limited. In order to increase the reach, I shifted to online platform. Now the reach is unlimited. Means it is increased multiple number of times. There is no restriction in that. So in order to ensure both quality and quality was there with me. I shifted my mode of communication to reach a larger audience. And however, if you have the quality with you, quantity will automatically be there.
So, sir, there's this question that I want to put up that what was the feeling when you were informed that you have won the Indian Achievers Award and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
Obviously, it was a great feeling. Everybody of us we work, but the recognition for your work definitely boosts your morale. It gives you the confidence that whatever you are doing is correct. You are on the right way. You are on the right path. Whatever you are doing for the society, whatever you are doing for the students, is definitely benefiting them. Throughout my journey, there was a constant support of my parents, my family. So I'd like to thank all of them, my friends, which believed know that this can happen or I can do it. I can bring the change in the thought process of the students. So I would like to thank each of everyone of my supporters.
Right, sir. So now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions also.
If you talk about the social contribution, you can take an idea from this that daily I'm teaching to approximately more than 500 to 600 students free of cost. More than 13 to 14 million minutes I've taught these students, and with the help of those teachings, those lessons, they are able to clear most of the engineering examination, public sector unit examination, whatever is their dream job. So my contribution to the society is that I'm giving the knowledge which is only was limited to few people or the few individuals. Reason being the cost of that particular course or a particular uh, thought process or a particular coaching was comparatively very high. I've made that absolutely free for all the students. Anybody can come to our channel. Anybody can learn from those lessons and can scale up their preparation and can definitely crack any of the examination.
Right, sir. So before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds and talents who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
I would like to give the message that you have to set your goal. You have to set your goal and you have to madly follow it. Means there should be a single target in your mind, and you have to give your more than 100% to achieve that particular target. So in today's time, there are several distractions. Because of those distractions, we are not able to set a particular goal or target. Once that target is being set in our mind, definitely we can achieve it.
Very aptly said, sir. Okay, so thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Atika.